Reciprocity, in large part and in sole part, due to their victory in Montreal at DreamHack when they were known as Cloud9, they didn't have to compete in any of those matches. Interestingly enough, Reciprocity's two bans will be both in order to be able to give the calls to the rest of his team, so the wall being opened up, not that consequential. Anywho, Reciprocity, beginning their assault, they have command of the hatches, and they are all lined up in a variety of different directions. Toxic canisters from Retro, or from Necrox will hold him at bay, but Fox and Retro collect two big kills. Young is there, tears through Retro, leaving just the Legion and the Jaeger to hold on. Young in a very advantageous position with NVK having the hatch above. Oh, a beautiful shot from Young, but Planter going down as Laxing covers. And Reciprocity will lock out round number 1. Great teamwork, as Skies doesn't even need to get that diffuser kit down on the ground. Laxing, full control.
Deal with that. We're gonna change things around and now try to attack from Moto, but oh man! Skies gets blasted to the skies. Geo will take him out. This time, this close up by the reinforced wall is afraid of any fire from Fox. You see the reinforced wall as well on the side, and Young though set up very close to the black box. Will get the kill on Fox. All advantages here for EG. As Reciprocity are falling one by one, the Mira will even challenge the back. MBK. It's a bit more damage. The shotgun still alive and still doing damage. Necrox will find him. Diffuser dropped on the floor as the last man alive is Laxing. Both him and Mark will go down. The shot.
HP does not bode well for Evil Geniuses, but they have the time and the wherewithal to set Canadian up here on the flank. But Skies will try to flush him out and miss most of his shots. That C8 recoil absolutely wild, but he gets enough to cut through Canadian, leaving EG in tough position. And a predicament that EG will have to try to persevere through, as the plan from Retro about to go down. Marks from that alibi onto Mark the Shark, as Necrox realizes plan is going down, sprays in. He can't shake Retro though. He doesn't really know where the Thermite is playing. Even though he's been yokai'd, Retro, right now, a man determined to get the diffuser down. But EG is pinched in. They've lost complete control. What? But Reciprocity out of nowhere with 3 huge kills and 2 from Foxay will be all it takes to overwhelm the defenses. At around the high 30% or so. Oh, not a great idea from Mark, as he's gonna put the asphyxiating bolt down quite perfectly. Canadian Wake just walks away with 2. Reciprocity's impact in that garage will be parked for the time being.
Guess what? The results is definitely showing, and Canadian protected, not for long though. Skies will take him out finally, but look at the amount of time it's been wasted. And even finds a second one on an MVK. A huge bit of play for Skies, as he now has full reign over the garage. He can walk right on in. Pretty much uncontested, as Retro is setting up for a potential take on the site. 49-second mark.
This is still great for EG's side of things with the Mira, the Smoke, and the Echo available. Those are the 3 operators that you want in the home stretch of any given round. Best not to lose one of them. The Toxic Canisters will do a great job of cutting down the entries from Reciprocity, while the Yokais, of course, able to knock you out of a plant. Let's not forget the Nitro Cell from Mira. Retro will try to bait out some utility, but Skies will be there to try and keep hold of him. Young dispatches the Nitro Cell, and then Retro as well. So 2 things tossed from that round in particular. Skies still just waiting by the open panel. He'll have to rely on Laxing to come on in. Often referred to as the dynamic duo. Laxing will need to get the cross and cover of his brethren. Laxing just holding great angle. Skies falls off the plant to try and open things up and put on more pressure, but Laxing gets cut down to size by Young. On his back, getting hit by the Yokai. Skies realizes that with only 1 second left on the clock.
So many bullets. Retro with so much blood coming out is still alive and will drop the hatch. Go instantly for the defuse.
10 seconds.
The player above him to support his Canadian will ferry over his Yokai drone, but no, it gets stuck in the ceiling, and now it's not enough. Retro will get the kill on Geo and the plant down. Amira trying to contest up close, and Retro will still find the kill against Canadian. It's Necrox to go down again to Retro, who's just putting this entire round on the board, and that is absolute demolition for Retro. Beautiful bit of play, not only
drone work going on. As I'll flush out the Mira player over on blue, and it'll be a quick drop, and NVK is right there with Canadian Young to help support him. Skies is just in. He sees the Yokai, but nobody from EG seems to be aware. Canadian will take out Foxy on the drop, but Skies, you gotta hurry. You gotta hurry, buddy. Mark takes out Geo, traded off by Young, and Skies will get gunned down. Laxing is in the middle of nowhere. Can't even pick up a frag onto Young. Way towards the bottom of the stairs if need be, as Foxay has depleted all of his toxic canisters. Capitao, a staple for both these teams so far, will try to cut off an entry point. Foxay unable to rodeo around the door, but Laxing gets one, Skies two for EG. There's Geo taking one down, Skies there, Young trading off. Mark holds on, but he has the diffuser in front of him, and Geo will need to come collect it. But all it takes is the Valkyrie to go prone. The timer always banned from EG. They banned Hibana. But Hibana would be so useful right now to be able to hold off a line of sight instead of just having the one thermite. Mark, extremely aggressive. He'll cool off Young, and now Foxay also taking gambles. But EG have sight control. Inside, NVK takes out Skies, and now Canadian will toy with his food as Retro, not too far off, gets finished off by NVK. Necrox is there as well, but holding the stairs will prevent Laxing from getting back to sight. Diffuser down, Foxay will tussle, but NVK unable to win the fight. But there will be multiple bodies there as a bit of a celebratory flash.
All the way back, and the wall is still soft on the side. Laxing will take a bit of time to put back the barricade on the opposite end, but you see the entire side of the entry here has been opened up. Laxing spraying all the way down, actually finds Geo, who's down in this situation. Canadian, though, will connect, taking down Fox.
Attackers have
That shut the plan down completely as Laxing unable to be figured out where his position is. Laxing in a great position, but he distracts them long enough for Retro to toss a C4 over, and the airmail will be caught and received. Loud and clear, Retro holding those red stairs, revived. Receiving end of it. And there goes one Candela as he tries to keep hiding inside of the bathroom, but he turns around, he pivots, and he shreds through Geo. Looking for another into the Thermite, who is just so close with an asphyxiating bolt, trying to keep him down. NVK will not be able to make it in the building as Mark is there with the C4. The Capitao pushing on up, but no! Retro's there, the double shotgun action, and EG's perfect streak of getting every single point in every single match is about to come to a close, unless Canadian, their captain, can prevent his victory for Reciprocity. Comes around the corner, but Skies will catch them all, and EG will drop the victory. They will at least tie with Reciprocity if...
From the... oh no, Canadian! The double Pokeball play, Skies and Fox will go down. A huge kill there to take down a Valkyrie and C4, but also the 3 smokes of Fox.
The sound and the fury as Mark will now also be completely blinded, and that's easy for Geo to walk right in. Laxing cuts through NVK, but all it will do is negate Evil Geniuses from having a flawless round or two from Skies there, and there you go. It'll nag one of that, and it'll snag the other as well. And there you go. Skies just walks right in, takes out Necrox, looks for another. Mark, a great C4, and Reciprocity have victory in their grasps. Foxay taken down, and Young will just twist and turn with 4 more to go. He'll cut one down to Size, but will there be enough time and enough opportunity as every entry in will be stopped and Reciprocity will take the victory? NVK leaves the match before the bodies even hit the ground.
Deeper and deeper into the season, and I think it is fairly time that we start talking about this. We're at the end of Playday number 6.
I mean, it feels great. I think all the other teams, we were very confident going up against EG. We were very confident too, but of course they're EG. You know, they're always like they're the Titan, and I think this one we're really happy about, and we slayed the Titan, I guess. So I don't know. We feel really good about this one compared to the other one. So
now, going into this matchup, Clubhouse is a map that has long been in EG's wheelhouse, and it really hasn't been a map that we've seen you play and excel on all that much. What was the thought process behind having it be the site of your match today?
Well, everyone knows EG for being like, you know, the evil geniuses and like adapting and outsmarting people, and I think like we outsmarted them this time. Like we kind of pulled a G2 on them, which seems to be their weakness. So you know, we haven't played Clubhouse practices specifically for this, and came up with a lot of new stuff that I guess caught them by surprise. And yeah, like we completely knew everything they were going to do. They kind of played in our hands. So
would you say you were saving strats for this match then, in that case, on Clubhouse?
Yeah, for sure. We absolutely saved strats, yeah.
Perfect. How much does this mean to you heading into the 6 Invitational as well? Because you're a team that, since adding Skies to the roster, you've made some flexibility and some changes to your roles. How much does this prepare you and psych you up for the group stages in Montreal?
I mean, of course, it's like, really good for us to be able to go into invitationals with this win. But invitationals, our group is a completely different thing. We have 2 Latin American teams and an APAC team, so it's completely different from NA's play style. We have still a lot of preparation to do, but I think it just helps our confidence going into it, and really proud with how everyone played. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been nice. I feel like I've interviewed you every single play day that I've done so far, but even when I'm doing LATAM and EU, I think you tend to get interviews. But anywho,